guest's skill, speed, and confidence has made him a dominant force and one of the best goaltenders in the world. Please welcome New York Rangers goalie Henrik Lundqvist.
Thank you.
You are mega fashioning.
Henrik is a fashion, you're a fashion icon.
Yes.
Really is.
I hate that word. I hate it. Icon. It's like way too much pressure.
Okay, let's call you fashion model. Do the other goalies dress as well as you?
Yes and no. I mean, there's some guys that try out there.
No, they don't. They don't.
They don't. I think last few years, you see hockey players try to dress a little bit better. I remember turning pro probably, 15 years ago or something, and a lot of older guys, they didn't care at all. They showed up at the rink in some weird outfits. And I was trying a little harder, and I took a lot of heat for it, but I got used to it, and obviously playing here in New York, it's a pretty good place to play when you like music, fashion, entertainment, whatever it is.
Now, you're from Sweden, and how old were you when you started playing hockey?
I started skating when I was probably 4 years old.
Wow. No kidding.
But then organized hockey was probably around 8. I have a twin brother, so we start playing together when they built the rink outside our hometown.
Did you hear that?
Okay, so just to confirm, there are 2 of you.
Did you hear the girls go, ooh?
There's another one.
So did you always play hockey? I mean, did you always play goalie? I mean,
pretty much. I was actually a soccer goalie as well. So it was something with that position where I liked the pressure and just being the last resource, I guess. And I love the equipment. As a kid, you looked at the mask, the pads, and it was just so exciting. And but to be honest, I think the first couple of games I was so bad, I'm surprised I kept going. But for some reason, I turned it around.
I always feel bad for the moms of the hockey kids, because those moms have to drag that stuff with them everywhere they go. And you see them, they are carrying their weight in gear. And with twins, I can't imagine your mom must have been super strong.
There's no way I would be here if it wasn't for my mom and dad. You know, it's amazing how much time and effort they put into drive us to practice and support us. And you talk about it's tough being a hockey mom early on.
Yeah.
But that changed later on into the pressure. Like, my mom is so nervous now watching me play, and then she sits in the stands a couple times a year, and she walks out, she comes back in, watch the score, goes out, and it's like it never changed. So from carrying the bags, it turns into dealing with all the pressure, and then because she can see the excitement when we win, but she also see the pain in my eyes when we lose. So
and no parent wants to see a kid in pain.
Yeah,
that is the truth. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have more with Henrik. We'll talk about the mask when we come back.
It's about having a passion about something and following through. And I think it's the most important thing for kids is to recognize that passion.
Yeah.
Find that thing that you're crazy about, and it'll guide you. You don't have to worry about.
I agree. I totally agree. To find that something that really inspires you.
Well, that's the show called The Mask with Henrik Lundqvist. You know, it show's really cool because you interview celebrity friends who design these goalie masks that you actually wear during games, and then you auction the masks off for charity.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
So this project probably started a year and a half ago. Try to come up with new ideas to raise money for my own foundation, Henrik Lundqvist Foundation, and the Garden of Dreams Foundation. And the mask project felt like a really interesting thing to do. Being a goalie, you have an opportunity to create different looks, very personal, to put on your mask. So we were thinking about why not involve people that can add a very interesting touch to this. So it was a lot of fun to sit down with these people, not only because they're so interesting and nice, but they're also so passionate about what they do.
Sure.
So I had so much fun shooting this show, and a lot of it was just, I want to share this with the fans and how we do it. You know, I send the masks back to Sweden, they create them, and when they come back here in a week or so, I'm gonna hopefully start wearing them when I come back to playing.
And they're gorgeous too, right? I mean, they're really creative.
It's a piece of art.
Wow.
You know, the guy that paints these masks, he's unbelievable. I've been working with him for probably 15 years, and he's so talented. And you know, to meet Michael, for example, to create a mask and look at his career and what he's done, and to kind of put that on a mask, it was really cool for me and for the painter.
And you said earlier that when you're back to wear it, we know you were out because you had a blood vessel injury in your neck from a pump.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask you when you're coming back, but how are you feeling?
I feel good. It's hard to know, though, how a blood vessel heals.
Yeah.
So I just have to trust the doctors here. We constantly do checkups, and I'm skating on the ice now. I'm trying to stay in shape, and as soon as they clear me for contact, you know, I want to be ready to play. But it's tough. I've been out for a month. Thank you.
I'm wondering how it got through all that padding, all of the...
Well, it was a freaky accident. A stick came up and lifted my helmet, and at the same time I got hit by the puck on my neck. And in that moment I snapped my neck so hard that I sprained, they call it sprained a blood vessel in my neck. So then obviously it's pretty serious if I would get another hit. You know, you could get internal bleedings or even a stroke. So obviously this is something I have to take very seriously. It's not like having a sore thumb or a shoulder where you can play through it. Yeah. With this, I just have to be very patient and cautious, and that's why it feels really good to have a good doctor.
Take your time.
You have take your time. You have a long season. You got a long career ahead of you, and you have plenty of time. So heal up. And the show is The Mask with Henrik Lundqvist on MSG Network. Make sure you check it out. The incredible Henrik Lundqvist, everybody.